Will the team with the rivals number 4 on 3, number 3, and the 24/7 ranked football class please stand up and take a bow? Kalen DeBoer, Courtney Morgan, our general manager, and director of player personnel, Bob Welton. Gentlemen, you've done an awesome job. All that and more right here on Around the Herd. Roll Tide, Alabama fans, roll tide, and welcome to Tight Sports. This is an Alabama megacast and the People's Crimson Tide Network. Today is February 10th, and let's take a walk around the herd real quick. Thank you for joining me on whichever virtual space you chose. Here on Tight Sports, we talk Alabama sports. Football is all day, any sport where the Tide crushes or gets some shine. That's what we're going to talk about around here. Here on Tight Sports, the mindset is that Crimson Tide is always in title run mode. And now a few wasted breaths on the haters, the doubters, that mean us no doggone good no matter what they try to do. Y'all just come on in, take some notes, and behave yourself. Welcome, everyone, to Tight Sports. Please tip a brother on the way in. By tip, I mean place your tip of your finger on that subscribe button. If I successfully stimulate the happy juice in your gray matter and make your funny bone jiggle, let me know by poking that like button right in the eye. I like that. I can't with that myself. Anyway, what a Super Bowl, folks. What a Super Bowl. Of course, I was cheering for former quarterback Jalen Hurts. Need a clap on that one or something. Jalen Hurts. I was also going for our offensive lineman, Landon Dickerson, wide receiver and Heisman winner, Devontae Smith, and Cameron Latu, quarterback Eli Ricks, O-lineman Tyler Steen, and defensive lineman Byron Young. Congratulations, gentlemen. You did it. You did it. You are now immortalized in professional football history. Well done, gents. And well done to the entire Eagles organization. Maybe one more for my Bama folks, but if you try to play again after next year, like 2027, I'm gonna get sick of y'all too. So to KC, eat a sock. You blew it, and you deserve every awful feeling in your bones right now. I hope the pain causes you all not to sleep well for at least a couple days. And I mean that because y'all know they're going back to the Super Bowl, right? I mean, that was just a blip. They had a couple of offensive linemen missing. They'll be right back in there because my Steelers still need 2 years. Once we draft Milroe, we're going to be fine. 2 years, we'll be giving us competition. But until then, who going to beat them? I mean, maybe the Texans, maybe Buffalo, but I doubt it. Looking back, Kalen DeBoer and Alabama Crimson Tide landed a wonderful recruiting class. I mean, a wonderful recruiting class last week. You heard they all up. You had the GOAT who had 1s and 2s. So for not even close to a GOAT to have a 3, 4, and somebody had him at 6. Oh, that was ESPN. I ain't even worried about ESPN. I don't like ESPN. But everybody that I know of, they had them right around there. Let's see, we had twos. We said 3. Yeah, we had Roberts had us at 4. On 3, 3. Yeah, and 24/7 had us at 3. So I'm gonna just roll with that. That's an average of 3.33. So I'm gonna take that. Forget that ESPN thing is an outlier. But anyway, wonderful class headed by the 5-star, 3 5-stars. Keelan Russell out of Duncanville, Texas. Y'all know about him. You heard about him. He already on campus. You heard of Michael Carroll out of IMG Academy. He's not from Florida originally, but he went down there. He says he wants to build a pipeline to Tuscaloosa. And I like that kind of talk. That means that dude ain't trying to go nowhere. Better keep his money full of green. And Dijon Lee of Mission Viejo, California, one of the best cornerbacks in the nation. 16 4-stars. 16 4-star players, surprisingly led by my young man Ike Taylor's son, Ivan Taylor, from Winter Garden, Florida. He's a 6-foot safety, and he's a late switch from Michigan. So we shot Michigan one real quick. Yeah, how you like that? Huh? Y'all enjoy that, Michigan? Yeah. Okay. Y'all got us. We got you back. Also in this class, you have 6'7" offensive tackle Jason Lord from Carmel, California. Now, everybody's been tripping. Like, why are we going all over the place getting these players? I just want to let y'all know some of the better players in the country, they are outside of Alabama as well. So we got to get the best where we can. Ackland Deer, do y'all not want him? A 6'1", 200 pounds out of Quitman, Mississippi. Just check out the film. I don't think I've done a review of his high school film. I think I got to do one for him. And, of course, Ike Taylor's son, because I didn't even know that was even coming. And this athlete wide receiver, I did do a film on him. I am not a long-time YouTuber. I just been watching a lot of football. Now, when I say I watch a lot of football, and in my lifetime, several decades, you see a lot of freaks. This 3-star, by some people's judgment, Latzir Brooks, who will prove once and for all that these rating services are biased against some for one reason or another. Could it be I couldn't get to camp? Mama, daddy had to work, don't have that money yet? I don't know. You know, in basketball, they say, this guy is a walking bucket. Like a guy that I please. I think his name is Jalen Harper. He's Ron Harper's son. I hope the Lakers can make a trade and get him 6'7" point guard with all the skills. And he's Ron Harper's son. I mean, Ron Harper has he has 6 rings. He almost destroyed Alabama by himself as a freshman. Him and another dude dropped 60 on Alabama's head in a losing cause for Rutgers. Anyway, this guy, he's about the closest I've seen. Now, maybe he didn't play against superior competition or something, but what he did to him, that's what matters. Super explosive guys. I mean, Latzir Brooks, oh, God bless you. Not to mention, already on campus, Luke Metz, Darrell Duke Johnson are going to shake up the SEC in a good way for us, in an awful, agonizing, painful way for others. And in the transfer, we got a lot of experience coming in to help out with our high school talent. I just can't wait to see, let me get this name right, out of Canada, Steve Mbomoa. I got to get that down. I think he's African, maybe Nigerian, but he grew up in Canada. And I saw the man's high school JUCO film. He just rattles cages. That's all he do, all day, every day. Kelby Collins from Florida, Nakai Hill Green, they're ready to step in and compete for some middle linebacker time. Isaiah Horton from the University of Miami, 6'4", 205 pounds. What position y'all think he's playing? Not tight end. 6'4", 205-pound receiver is a guy that I'm hoping he will help us to forget about some of the people that we lost in the portal. I mean, God, we lost a lot of people. Coach Shepard, come on, get it together, bro. Oh, you gotta buy them dinner or something. But we're looking forward to that. But did good. It's looking good. Like we have good raw material to make a good quality product come this fall. I'm looking forward to it. Moving on. What sort of a downer weekend in basketball to me. Although we went there to Arkansas and we took down the Arkansas Slop Hogs, and we put them on the skewer. We slow roasting them. We slow roasting. We ain't just throw them on that hot grease. Just greased them up and make some pork skins out of them. But we didn't. We won a 4-point game. It was highly competitive, mainly because they play basketball. They play more physical at basketball than they do at football, pretty much. They need to get everybody on the Arkansas basketball team and put them on the football team because them guys really know how to hit. Wish I had a rim shot right about now. Anyway, Alabama was able to take them down 85-81. Not even led by Mark Sears, led by Chris Youngblood, who did well just in shooting. One thing Arkansas was able to do, which you used to be able to do is the Bama, when Nate Oates first got there, stop them from taking three-point shots. You got to have, that causes you to actually have people on the other side of the three-point line. So when they go to shoot, you like standing there, unlike what they don't do in the NBA, they just let you shoot. They do this stuff and they do. Y'all seen that? That's not what Arkansas do. Arkansas like, where he going? He going over there? Now, the bad part about that is they left the lane wide open. So while they did slow down the Crimson Tide shooting from 3-point land, we were only 26%. We only hit 5 3-pointers out of 19. 5 3-pointers out of 19. But when it came to the inside, and they're fouling, we were 12-18. We were 66%. That's a high clip. And that's why they lost the game, because they foul all the time. They foul too much, And we also won the rebound battle, which helped us offset the turnovers. I think we led the rebound battle by 3 rebounds. And we had 2 more turnovers than they had, which is just not good. They need to clean that up. It's been looking better, but it's been looking better, but they got to clean them turnovers over. I can see when they're going to happen. Every time they get one of the people in the front court dribbling outside of themselves, like a guy they call it overextended his skis, something comes up. I see It's Me just hit chat. It's Me says tight. He said, tell me about the Super Bowl. I just did a little something about the Super Bowl. 7 former Alabama players are picking up a ring, and 1 guy, I don't know where you were on this, It's Me, but this man was ridiculed and maligned, much like my man Jalen. But this Jalen is now can call himself the Super Bowl MVP. Super Bowl MVP. Hello, Jalen. He was 17 for 22. He completed 17 passes and won the Super Bowl. Just imagine, 17 passes. 17. They took Barkley away and made Jalen throw the ball. Think about it. We benched him as a sophomore. And then, I'm going to come back to that in a minute. It's Me also said, Hurts is, Leston Smith and Smith stole the show, I guess. But yeah, they did a good job, man. I mean, the defensive line, them Georgia boys, and that guy Sweat from Florida State by way of some state. Oh, they're saying that they had 6 sacks, if I'm not mistaken. I really kind of tuned out after right in the fourth quarter. 6 sacks, and they blitzed 1 time, my friend said, but the 1 blitz they did was called back on a penalty. They terrorized Patrick Mahomes with 4 linemen every play. I would love to see it happen at the University of Alabama to the people that we play next. It's possible. That's not a lost art. Now, I do realize Kansas City had their issues with their line, but that's a them problem, not a me problem. That's just how it goes. Sometimes I cook, it crumbles. And like I said, I hope they feeling pain they never forget. Because y'all know, Kansas City going back to the championship. They're going to that Super Bowl next year. They ain't fooling me. I remember Brady's done. Shut up. What did Brady? We won one, then went back to back, or went back to back, then dropped one. That one they dropped after his third. It didn't stop. It didn't stop. It was just a chink in the armor. But coming out of that big win in Fayetteville, Arkansas, everybody was saying, all the talking heads that was, the 2-3 loss. What was that? Tennessee? I don't know. 2-3 loss. Whoever they are. 1-2 loss. My bad. 1-2 loss. So he said, we'll be number one team in the country. I'm like, that'd be nice. Pat the boys on the back. Give them a little something. But unfortunately, the Crimson Tide is only one in one poll. Now the poll with the writers and stuff, the writers are saying like, yeah, I still got the team from the other side of the state of Alabama as number one. Okay, that's cool. But the people who know how to teach a jump shot, the people that go out and actually coach the team, pull up strategy and all the rest of that stuff, those guys in the coaches poll, they got the Crimson Tide at number one. So I'm going to just think they know what they're doing. They got the Crimson Tide at number one, and it's not a big problem. Even though the number one team in the country got smoked in their own gym by, just because the coach got experience with the team. Is that all it takes? We need to go get some film, and we can take them down. They lost 90-81 in their own house. But the basketball coaches, they said Alabama should be number one. But that's okay. If we can get past Texas tomorrow night, tune in, watch it. Texas, Saturday. I don't know if I'll be going live for this one or not, but we get past Texas tomorrow night. We'll just invite little brother on up to the gym, and we'll figure out who number one for the next week is. Right there, Coleman Coliseum. I can't wait to watch it. I think we can take them. Let me go to the chat real quick. It's me. Did you see Jalen run last night? I did see Jalen run. Yeah, I agree. It's me. That's all I've been saying. I don't know if people know this, and I don't know what this equates to. Earlier this year, one game I was watching, they said that Lamar Jackson got up to 21.9 miles an hour. And I remember something. 20.5 miles an hour. 21.5 miles an hour. Y'all remember that real big long run Jalen had versus LSU, the longest one. They said Jalen Milroe got up to 21.9 miles an hour. Now, here's a little something. I'm going to tell y'all. I am not a physicist. Lamar is not a small man. He's not a small man. But if you had to choose 21.5, both of them, say 21.5. Let's say that speedometer, that laser pointer, whatever they use, the calculation, it was off. Let's say both of them running 21 miles an hour. And you got to move in front of Lamar Jackson, or you got to stand in front of Jalen Milroe. I ain't talking about in your football shape. I'm talking about today. I got to choose Lamar Jackson. You can do what you want to do. Let me know in the chat who you would choose. I am not standing in front of Jalen Milroe with him running 21 miles an hour at me. I have a chance to tackle any and everybody. But physics says because he's heavier, I'm going to lose. And I think both of them will hurt me. But one just maybe wipe me off the side of the planet. I'm just put that out there. Now, yeah, Milroe needs some coaching. But you think he can handle them deep balls that he threw to Devontae? That's not his problem, is it? It's the short stuff. Let's see. Oh, take to see. Wait a minute. Take to see. Is that right? Take see or take. Roll Tide to you. Thank you for joining us here on Around the Herd. Please subscribe. Hit that like button. Here's me say, hey, Tay, Roll Tide. That's right. PhD in the house. Yay, Jared Devontae. Is 5 more of them. Eli Ricks and this Landon Dixon. Don't forget about them. They all out there getting them rings. When you have 7, somebody let me know what the math is. 7 divided by, 53 players on a roster? It's pretty heavy. That team is heavy, SEC. I mean, that defensive line, I think half of it got to be from Georgia. Half of the defensive line got to be from Georgia. At least, I know at least 3 of them are. Oh, Huggy. What's happening, partner, man? We just out here basking in the fact that they robbed us in basketball, and the AP still got y'all at #1 when you shouldn't be after you got smoked by some Gators. Let some Stacey Adams, some green and orange Stacey Adams come in your house and step all over your doggone bearskin rug. Y'all don't have a taco skin rug, do you? I'm not understanding. Huggy, we don't speak hieroglyphics here, my friend. Hieroglyphics, we don't have those at all. Tight Miro hits you at 1. You're going to need some brains. Exactly. I'm just saying. I mean, if I got a choice to tackle somebody, I'm going to just try my best with Lamar. I ain't saying I'm going to get him. If he don't cut on me or something, but if he's just going to run, probably I would choose. If I was Lamar, I would run right through me. At least I would think that's what can happen. But I don't know. Somebody could pull them weights up. I think there's a 15 to 20 pound weight difference. If I'm not mistaken. And that ain't what you want. That ain't what you want. That ain't what you want. It's me. No, there's more than team, but that throw to Jalen Devontae was the business. Yeah, it was the dagger. That was the dagger. Right in Milrose, little going back to the Super Bowl next year hard. You know, I know they're going right back, right? Who gonna stop? If it ain't Texas or Buffalo, who is? Who is? Huggy said, got a laughing face over there. What's good to you, Nick? Water cooler coming over here. I tell you what ain't good. Y'all still ranked #1 after losing to a pair of old dusty Gators. They were young Gators too. I bet them doggone things got water seep right through them. Anyway, like I said, bro. Yes, right. I said smoke. That 9-point thing was because they started fouling at the end. That boy took y'all down, man, in your own house. Doggone Gator was up in there. The Gator, he was cooking bird. He was cooking bird in the doggone session stand back there. The Gator was cooking birds, smoking on cools. Come on, man. It was like, cut the video. He was like, I don't need no vent. I ain't gonna be here that long. I ain't gonna be here that long. Serve up these Tigers and get on the road. I'm saying these Tigers up and get on the road. Oh my God. Oh, sometimes they said hello to everybody in their chat. Oh God, boy. Single digit loss, smoke. Single digit loss. I thought y'all lost 981. Did I write that down wrong? 9? But that's where it was after all the filing. I think I saw y'all coach crying. I'm not sure. Allegedly he was crying. Anyway, you know I'm gonna give you the hard time, Huggy. I'm just giving you a hard time. Let's see. Game day, basketball edition, T-Town on Saturday. That's right. We're gonna come in and show them what we gotta do. How to do it. Y'all know one team, man. What was Florida? While you putting numbers in there, Huggy, what was Florida ranked? While I'm moving on to my next topic here. Now, something I like to call, put this up here the right way, Mount Rushmore. You know what Mount Rushmore is. Y'all seen that before. Huggy's still laughing and crying at the same time because they lost. Anyway, y'all heard of Mount Rushmore, right? I want to do a little, I want to quickly go through the Alabama. Not the great. I want to go through the greatest quarterbacks in Alabama history. That list is too. That list is too difficult. But I just wanted to go to the greatest tied NFL quarterbacks. The criteria is a ring, and I can only do this now because I got 4 heads. I couldn't do this last week, but today I can do this. Starting at #1, and kids, get your pen and paper out. It's gonna be a little bit of a history lesson here. Of course, I don't like them. I'm gonna start with them faces. Yeah, let's start with them faces like that. Yes. Yeah, that's when we're talking about Crimson Tide. That's how we got to start out. But at #1, you got Bart Starr. That's a young Bart Starr, born in January 9th, 1934, from Montgomery, Alabama. I didn't know that. He did pass away May 26th in Birmingham, 2019. But Starr was a quarterback for the university back in the days before Bear Bryant, from 52 to 55. I don't even know how he got drafted, but listen to this. He was drafted 17th round by the Packers. Now, I don't know how many teams they had, but 17th round still seemed like a long time. But he played for the Packers 1956 to 1971. He became the starting quarterback for the Packers, like some guy who got fired drafted him. But when Vince Lombardi saw him, he said, that's my guy at 59. Now, I don't know if y'all realize this. We didn't always have a Super Bowl. All right? So before the Super Bowl, this man picked up some hardware. Oh, this is funny to me. It was like he won 6 NFL titles. That's what it was called before the Super Bowl. And in those titles, he completed, in those title games, he completed 84 of 145 passes. Ain't that what Tua throwing down there every Sunday in Miami? It's funny because it's not a lot of yards. I mean, not a lot of throwing. It was 1,000 yards in all 6 of them title games. 1,000 yards in 6 title games. I'm going somewhere with this. With only 1 interception, though. His performance in Super Bowl, as he got he got the MVP in both of them. This is a 17-round draft pick. Talking about Brady. Talking about Tom Brady. I think the GOAT is Bart Starr. Are we going on rings? He got 8. The man is in the Hall of Fame. The man was great. He was a GOAT. He set records back for passing and all that stuff. Of course, he was ahead of his time. But he had one record that stood from 1964 to 1965. He attempted 294 passes without an interception. And while that was in 1965, that record stood till 1991. Can y'all believe that? I mean, I like Jameis Winston, but I don't think he can say that. Jameis been on fire. Y'all been watching him? Next on the list, Joe Willie Namath. Born in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, still rocking around here somewhere on May 31st, 1943. Played for Alabama under Coach Bryant. And the Britannica said that Coach Bryant was a famous developer of quarterbacks. I don't know if I ever knew him as that. We ran the ball by the time I was born. So anyway. So, Joe Willie Namath, he got drafted and then he went to the Jets because they paid him $400,000. He went and got that money. And, he allegedly retired because they wanted him to give up his ownership in a New York nightclub. That's why they started calling him Broadway Joe, because he was making a lot of money at that nightclub, because I think he did say deuces at least to the Jets. But his first season with the Jets in 1967, he threw for 4,000 yards. That boy was slinging it. Really. And they say he kind of like Muhammad Ali, but for football, because he represented a transformation in sports. Because he was, he used to be out in the streets. He was out there on them, Huggy. Huggy, he was on them. I'm going to just say it like that. They were like this. Namath was known as much for his late night carousing with beautiful women as for his performances on the field. He was out there, Huggy. Huh? You seen them pictures of Joe with them shades on, them minks? You seen the boots? Stacey Adams, goose skin. Anyway, he was a new type of male that time, long hair. He had a helmet where his hair would laying out. He was just out there doing it, man. But that thing when he did the pantyhose commercial, that did cause quite the consternation around the country. Anyway, he was the one that guaranteed the Super Bowl win, and he did go on to get that victory against the Baltimore Colts, who were coached by Don Shula, if y'all didn't know that. 1969 Super Bowl. Joe Willie Namath. Who else in this chat? Let me see something. What, Nick, they were ranked 6. Y'all lost to the 6th ranked team? God, I should have y'all head hanging down. Talk to when March get here, you heard me? Yeah, when March get here, we'll let March take care of himself. You better worry about Saturday night, partner. It's me say, AU team is tired of that bus. Not allowed on the young fellas playing anymore. Oh, man, I don't think they roll like that. I think they get a little, they got them playing. They got plenty of crop dusters around the school, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, what is that? I can't even see what there's some more hieroglyphics. My eyesight, I just can't do it. I got a new pair of glasses. I'm trying to see. Yeah. But back to the Mount Rushmore here at the Capstone. Next up, y'all know who it is. Now, Ken Stabler, better known as Jake the Snake, longtime It's a color analyst guy that was up there with Eli Gold for many years from Foley, Alabama, born in, I didn't know he was a Christmas baby. Born in 45. I'm a Christmas baby. Did not know that. Back when he played, it was kind of, Snake had a bit of a reputation. He got kicked off the team, cutting class in his senior year. He came back and they let him play because somebody really got hurt. They had an 8-2-1 record, including they lost to Tennessee. But though the season was lackluster, this is when we was just like the school across the other side of the state. Stabler provided a memorable moment in the Iron Bowl, trailing 3-0 in a game drenched by rain and probably poor field conditions, probably played in Auburn. Stabler scampered through the mud for a 47-yard game-winning touchdown, which gave the Tide a 7-3 victory over little brother. They say, oh, it was at Legion Field. Yeah, Birmingham. The play is commonly referred to as run in the mud. Oh, that's not very creative. But we won. Alabama won that one. That's all we care about. His career accolades, NFL Player of the Year, 74, first team All-Pro, second team, 4 Pro Bowls, passing touchdown leader in the NFL in 74, 76, completion percentage leader in 73, 76. The boy, he was a wild boy. You know, the Raiders back at that time, they used to go party with Hell's Angels and everything back in the day. In the 70s, was crazy. Let's see. What else he got? An NFL rating pass leader in 76, Burt Bell Award. I don't know what that is. Made the 1970s All-Decade team. I would say he was better than my man Bradshaw, to be honest. National champion at Alabama in 1965. And he is a member of the NFL Hall of Fame. I think he threw for like 23 or 27,000 yards in a day when that wasn't that very common. Ken the Snake Stabler. Now, I'll keep this short because y'all know who number 4 is. Y'all know who number 4 is. Any guesses? Anybody guess? Okay. Jalen. Yeah, from Houston, Texas, born 1998 in August. Y'all know the story. Y'all know the story. Came in as a freshman, as a backup quarterback, ended up starting, kept playing, led us to the championship, real young. We lost to Clemson. Then, you know, kept playing again. Got a lot of freshman awards, man. You know, Jalen, man, he took us a long way in 2017. A long way. He got us through a lot. Coach Saban had to make a GOAT-like move. Took him out. It was the right call. I don't know if it was the right call not to start him the next year, but you know, Tua did come in. So that season, we won the championship. Jalen was 13-1. Tua was, you know, 1-0, I guess. But you know, Tua took over in that junior year, and thank God Jalen was there to take over the SEC championship. But after he left, you know, Tua took us on to the national championship, and then, oh, wait a minute. Tua didn't take us to the national championship, did he? Huh. Interesting. No looking back. But while I'm looking back, I'm pondering everything that happened. But Jalen went on to Oklahoma, finished second in Heisman, became the Philly starter a few years back, went to Super Bowl and lost. And now, you know his name. You know his name. Just call it MVP. Go on, Jalen. Hey, man, the man did it. The man did it at the highest level. He did it. He did it. I just wonder if he was supposed to do it with us. But he did it there. He may be going to do it with us. I'm telling you, he changed the game. Bobby Bowden said it a long time ago. Said, look, he played against Mike Vick, and he was off with his decades, but he said in 10 years, everybody going to look like Mike Vick. We getting there. Because of what happened yesterday, because how hard it is to protect the Mahomes, and because a third of the teams are going to have a defensive line just like Philadelphia in about 2 years. They're going to go back to doing whatever they did last night. It's a copycat league. You can either try to go find your Mahomes, good luck, fat chance with that, or you can go get you somebody like Jalen. And I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, and It's Me said it earlier, You got to work with him. Jalen Milroe just went up. I do not see that man as a third-round quarterback. I barely see him in the second round, but if you smart and if your offense really is terrible, you need to go and draft Jalen Milroe, Mike Tomlin. I think Justin Fields, I think they messed his head up. We can try it, but you need to go on and get Jalen Milroe in the first round, because what he got, you can't coach. What's broken with Jalen, I think y'all can fix it. That's just me. But take that down. And now it's time to say goodnight to all my Roll Tide friends. I'm not going to pain y'all anymore with that, but that's all I got. Join us here every Monday at 7:30 unless it's a major holiday. Please remember to join us 6 p.m. on Wednesday for Iron Bowl debates. And sometimes we have most times we have another episode on Friday. We just don't know when it's going to come out. So hit the subscription, get the notification bell turned on so you can get your notifications. I do understand some people are not getting notifications. I got to send I'm at the bottom of the totem pole with your YouTube, but I try my best to see what's going on with my notifications. I mean, I ain't got but like a couple of hundo people. Notifications ought to be going out. So, but Iron Bowl, we might discuss anything, AFC versus NFC, designated hitters versus, pitchers should know how to hit a baseball, or even something controversial like, paper or plastic. I mean, the choices you make, they do have consequences. So it's a deep topic. You may not think it is, but it's a deep topic. Tell your friends how you can find me on YouTube, Blue Sky, Facebook. You can find me in the Badlands of Twitter, also known as X, at Tight Sports Talk. Where are we? So shout out to the Sharpshooters Podcast. I got a message here from PhD. She said, go on, MVP and Super Bowl champion Jalen. That is right. Go on. But check out Sharpshooters Podcast, and I just sometimes you gotta go reach out there and check out my buddies over there at Auburn Addicts Water Cooler Talk Podcast. Bubba and the old man, they War Tiger fans, but they're a fine group of Americans. I can't say that. And with that, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna check you out next week, right here on Around the Herd. And I am starting to do more information when it comes to the recruits we're looking at for 2026. I've got a couple more recruiting videos for the class of 2025 I need to get out. And in due time, you will get it all. I'm going to do more updates as we're leading up to spring training. But with that, you all have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining me. And always remember, Roll Tide, roll.